prioritize the welfare and empowerment of women in the area. Mr. Jakwe said this when the Onelga chapter of Rivers Women Unite for SIM paid him a courtesy visit, drumming support for Governor Siminalayi Fubara's administration. He said this continued visit of more simplified groups is part of his mobilization strategy aimed at expanding the support base of Governor Fubara in the area.
Cover that the number of people that are supporting SIM in Onelga are beyond what we expected, that they are singing the song SIM. Onelga is totally simplified. SIM will be delivering the dividend of democracy that he has already started in Onelga. I'm asking anybody if there is anybody that has not found his bearing with what is happening, let them find their bearing. We are here to harvest all of them to make sure that nobody in Onelga will be singing a discordant note.
On her part, the leader of the Rivers Women Unite for SIM in Onelga, Elizabeth Onyiri, told newsmen that the women in the area will increase and sustain their support for the governor.
We are here to tell him that we are strongly behind him and behind the state governor, Governor Siminalayi Fubara. Wherever he goes, we will be there. Our support for our chairman is also a support for the River State governor and his deputy. Onega is one, united. As our name implies, we in one accord have thrown our support to His Excellency. We will be with him to the end of this race. Wherever he goes, we will be there. We started this race and we'll follow him wherever he goes.
Meanwhile, some leaders from Ebema and Ndoni in the Obwema-Mandoni local government area have endorsed a philanthropist, Kingsley Ogo, as their preferred chairmanship candidate for the upcoming October 5th local government elections. Speaking during Dr. Ogo's consultative visit to Wards 2, 5, 11 and 12 in Ebema and Wards 13, 14 and 15 in Ndoni, the leaders expressed their desire for a young, vibrant leader who understands the needs of the people and can address the area's security challenges. They also urged the people of Onelga to prevent politicians who do not have their best interests at heart from taking control of the council. Among the leaders who spoke were President of Ndoni Youth, Wachuku Ndubisi, Ebema Women's Leader, Charity Oba, and Ebema Student Leader, Osai Stanley.
A young man full of vibrancy. He is a grassroots man. He knows the yearning of the people because he's touched every area of our life that needed to be touched. So we believe that if he emerges as a local government chairman, he is going to look into the things that are bothering us. First, to talk about education. Secondly, talk about farming. Because when you come to this rural area, the only thing you can use to empower the majority of us is through farming.
I am here to say that Kingsley is qualified to lead us. He's a young man that can take care of us. We don't need an old man again that will come and keep us under suffering.
Responding, the philanthropist, who is also the national leader of Enforcer of Good Governance, urged the people to resist politicians who do not have genuine intention for Onelga.
Pray for the governor, because the governor has given free hand to everybody, including children and young ones. That is why I can dream to change the narrative of my LGA and be bold enough to stand before you. The governor is very much aware that we are in charge of the grassroots. Enforcers, led by me, will also beg him with tears that let the youth lead this time. Because strong man syndrome politics is gone. Now how people keep on this level we will deal like this. Now what we want to say, person will know the fear and person will get brain. We will combine these two things. Get result for nega people. Give result to governor 100%.
Reports say the Rivers State government has sealed off a 5-story building belonging to the immediate past chairman of Ikwere local government area, Samuel Wanosike, over an alleged violation of the approved building plan. The building site at the GRA axis of Port Harcourt was said to be a hotel, even as it had reached an advanced completion stage. It was gathered that Mr. Wanosike, an ally of the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, had applied and submitted a building plan for a 4-story building. The structure was reportedly extended to a 5-story building without plan review. The site was sealed on Wednesday by officials of the River State Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. The Commissioner for Urban and Physical Development, Isaac Umejuru, said the owner of the building applied to build a 4-story but constructed 5-story instead, describing it as a violation. Moving on, a group known as the G23 Grand Alliance in Rivers State has inaugurated coordinators and media directorate for its pressure group, Rivers West Alliance. Speaking during the inauguration in Port Harcourt on Thursday, the Director General of G23 Grand Alliance, Daye Osima Ojuka, said the group was formed to reorientate the people following the fractured zoning system and the state, especially in the Rivers State West Senatorial District. Mr. Osima Ojuka said the Rivers West Alliance is poised to impact, harmonize, and gather support for good leadership and governance in the region.
The aim and objective of this group is to promote peace, unity, progress, fairness, and justice in our state, to constantly sensitize our members and order to shun cultism and other criminal activities in our region and state. We are like-minded, non-tribal, non-religious, non-sectional, and non-partisan. This group, G23 and Rivers West Alliance, will continue to defend and stand absolutely on the turn-by-turn matter without any interference, marginalization, tribalism, or any form of.
The Director General of G23 Grand Alliance also charged the newly inaugurated coordinators for Rivers West Alliance to ensure there is peace in their areas following the political crisis in the state.
We are charging them to make sure they do equity, create awareness on people, go sensitize people to see how we can support the government in power to make sure everything about Rivers State is peaceful. Give him every moral support to make sure that our governor breathe well, because we try to see how we can make peace. And without peace, the state can grow. So as a group, the G23 and the Rivers State Alliance is for us to go around, sensitize our people to shun anything called crisis, make peace in the state.
The coordinator and media directorate of the Rivers West Alliance were drawn from the 8 local government areas that make up Rivers West Senatorial District. Still to come, President Tinubu says sponsors of August 1st protests are unpatriotic. Stay with us.
Congratulations! The Simplified Movement in Ward 5 for Muma local government area heartily congratulates the Executive Governor of Rivers State.
State government choir have expressed excitement and satisfaction over the installation of the real estate expert, otherwise called the Mayor of Housing, My Ace China, as a patron and honorary member. One of the choristers, Kate Organ, explained the process, saying background checks were done and members saw impressive qualities in My Ace China, including his zeal for human capital development. For the music director, Enito Ezekiel Ayala, the government house choir would surely go higher with fresh support. Reacting, the mayor of Housing, who received the plaque with his wife, Chidimma China, said he saw the installation as patron purely as an ecclesiastical mission and an act of God. Mr. China said this would give him another opportunity to carry the name of River State to the outside world and showcase the huge talent in the state beyond news of politics and violence. Now, the induction held at the Chapel of Everlasting Grace, Government House, Port Harcourt, by the chaplain Joseph, assisted by West Biobele. And now the Chairman Caretaker Committee of Ogubolo Local Government Area, Evans BP, has appealed to the people of Ogubolo, especially the youth, not to take part in the August 1st planned nationwide protest over the current economic hardship in the country. Mr. BP made the appeal at a town hall meeting with the leaders and people of Ogu, which comprised members of the Ogu Divisional Council of Chiefs, Elders, and the Community Development Committee, women and youth groups, as well as artisans. Now, he said while the reason for the nationwide protest is justified, there is no need for the peaceful people of Ogubolo to be part of it. He said his administration is already addressing the widespread hunger and economic hardship in the area with the implementation of a range of economic empowerment initiatives.
We are all aware that there's a planned protest, and I've advised my people not to join them in that protest. Of course, foodstuffs have been sent to the various states. I've also received the one of the local government area to share to the people, so there will be no need for them to join them in that nationwide protest. They agree with me that they're not going to join. As a local government, we have also bought about 400 bags of rice, also provided money for the traders as a grant to cushion the level of hunger in my local government area. You cannot eradicate poverty, but you can only reduce it to a minimal level. That's what we're trying to do.
The Ogubolo Council boss Evans BP also spoke on the misconception about the stoppage of the ongoing multi-purpose town hall project by the NDDC in Ogu.
The essence is to tell the entire community what really transpired about the rumor that we don't want a project from NDDC. I have told them that it is not true. The location of this project does not befit the project. I have told the people, and they also consent to my idea that we'll relocate the project to a better site. To crown it all, what we need is peace. Without peace, there will be no meaningful development. I will never allow any NDDC project that has been awarded to the area to be withdrawn back to NDDC. We must make sure we accommodate any project and give support to that project.
Some members of the Ogu Divisional Council of Chiefs and other stakeholders said the town hall project be moved. To a suitable location in the community to avoid crisis. President Bola Tinubu says sponsors of the August 1st protest do not love the country. The president stated this on Thursday at the presidential villa while receiving a delegation of Islamic leaders led by Sheikh Balalau. Though he did not identify any sponsor, he said those championing the cause of the protest have alternative passports and hold meetings virtually across the world. President Tinubu argued that protest fueled by anger and hate could degenerate into violence and set the country backward. In other news, President Bola Tinubu has mourned the President General of Ohaneze Ndigbo worldwide, Emmanuel Iwayanwu, who died on Thursday. We go on a short commercial break. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. On the news this morning, you heard police seal up town hall set for commissioning in Eleme. President Tinubu says sponsors of August 1st protest unpatriotic. And on the foreign scene, U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris holds talk with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The news was edited by Chioma Ezenwafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Mwanyeli. Many thanks for listening.